Hello. I'm going to show you how to do the first part of the water cycle folder, and then in a little bit you'll see another video from me to show you how to do the next part. I've already clicked into the folder so you can see the assignments. If you want to get out of the folder and go back to the main list of folders, I believe you click right there. Yep, and it gets you right back to the beginning. I want to make sure you understand that there's some tools on here to help you, and they will appear on the right-hand side. If you have a Gmail, which hopefully you do, and you needed to get a hold of me immediately, it says log into your Gmail, so you would do it in a separate tab like over here. Click on the green button below, and then you would type in my name to invite me to a hangout. And that's a little video chat where I can see your screen, where I can see you, and you can ask me face-to-face a question. This button has directions on how to call my phone using Google Voice, and then here's how you get to your Class Dojo monster. Let's go all the way down to the water cycle. Here it is. At first you've got the learning target. The learning target is just the main thing or things you're supposed to learn from the folder. You're going to learn other things, but these are the things you're going to be tested or quizzed on or have to make a project about. So make sure you keep these in mind as you go through the folder. First one says to create a model to explain the parts of the water cycle. So you'll have to be able to make a model of the water cycle. Don't worry, it's not that. Water can be a gas, a liquid, or a solid, and can go back and forth from one state to another. So understanding that the water changes states, and it can go not every which way, but it can go back or forth. Its second one says to recognize that the ocean is an integral part of the water cycle and is connected to all of Earth's water reservoirs via evaporation and precipitation processes. That's part of this folder too, and you'll show me you know these two standards by the projects here down below. It says you'll know that you're successful when. It says I know I'm successful when I post a discussion and a reply to the Watery Chat forum. I submit my renewable resource assignment. I submit my oceans and sun quiz. I submit my water cycle diagram. That's where we go into the whole model thing. If you just make a diagram, it's a model. So I'm going to click into the folder right here, and then you see all of the assignments below. Remember, I like it when you right-click to open up the assignments. That way you could go back to the list of assignments while you're looking at your assignment. Here in the first slide is the video telling you how to do the folder. Here is the login page. This shows you what your drop-down menus should look like, and it also shows you your username and password. It's always student 5 for science only. Right-click, open in a new tab, and then I clicked remember my school so that I never have to mess with this again. I also have my browser remember my username and password. The thing is, when it does that, it doesn't let me log in. But I found a trick. You click your little cursor here in the password spot, you press the space bar, and then press backspace. It, for some reason, lets you do it. So click login. Once you prove to this Think Central website that you are allowed to be in, go back to your textbook lesson and click next. Now it'll unlock the textbook inside Moodle. If you hadn't have done that, it wouldn't have let you in. So now you have to click on these buttons in this order. So you click on Unit 3, the weather folder, then the play button next to Lesson 1. Here's Lesson 1, here's the play button. And then it'll go through and it will show you the textbook lesson. Remember, you listen to every slide until the arrow on the bottom right-hand side kind of illuminates, and then you're allowed to press the arrow. One second. There we go.
Welcome to the lesson, What is the Water Cycle? In this lesson, you'll explore how water moves over.
Once you are done with each slide, you move on to the next slide until you're all done. You get to the summary, then you can press this button. I put these questions in the buttons so they're easier for you and you know what you're looking for during the lesson. So see how this illuminated now? I can click next. And you go through the whole thing. Then when you're done, you click, do you remember the vocab from this section? And you've got a question. Match the vocabulary word with its definition. Water that seeps into the soil is called water falling from the clouds, etc., etc. Once you've made a choice for all of them, you click submit. This is a grade, so make sure you pay attention. When you're done, you can go back to your list, and you will get check marks as you start submitting stuff. My fake student account has already submitted stuff. But you are allowed to go back and review lessons. As you can tell, even though I submitted this, I can go back and look at it again. Right-click, open the Bill Nye Water Cycle video. This is a Safari montage video, and Safari montage can sometimes be a little tricky to get into, so make sure you pay attention here. Right-click the login button, open in a new tab. You're going to put in your username and password from Odyssey, or from however you got into Moodle, that username and password. Let me try a different one. Being difficult. Or maybe I'm being difficult, who knows. There we go. So now that I'm authenticated, now that it knows who I am, I have permission to go on. So I click back to Moodle and then click Next. If I've done it right, it should have the username and it should have the video embedded inside here. So let's see if I did it right or not. It's the Bill Nye Water Cycle video. Yay! You double click. Normally if you double click, yep, it'll let you watch it larger, which I like better. Watch this video. You can press the escape button on your keyboard to make it back to go smaller, and then you click Next. You've got questions. They are graded, so pay attention. It says clouds form when water vapor condenses and sticks to raindrops, heat in the air, dust particles in the air, or glass surfaces. Pick your answer and then you click Submit. Alright, after your Bill Nye video, you've got the watery chat. So let's right click, open in a new tab. Your watery chat is a discussion forum, which means you post your discussion on here and other students can read it and reply to your discussion. To get a grade, it says you've got to watch the video, add a post answering the question below, reply to someone else's post agreeing or disagreeing and telling why. So you don't just say, I agree with you. You say, I agree with you because, or I disagree with you because. The question says, what do you think is the important thing that makes the water cycle work? Tell 2 reasons for your answer. And then it says, this is an opinion question. Don't worry about being wrong. And I've already posted my response down here. But you're going to watch this. Remember, you can make it larger by clicking the full screen button. Press escape if you want to go back to normal. And then when you're done, you're going to add a discussion post, but then you're also going to reply to someone's repost. So you can click replies. I don't have any right now. Reply. And you can reply to mine. I have to fix this, but when you see it, or if you need help, as always, you can ask me. After that, you are done, and you're going to see a new video from me here at Unit 3, Lesson 2. So good luck, and again, if you need help, you can email, call. There's lots of ways to get a hold of me, so please don't hesitate.